Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine, it's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys, we're just good guys. Whoa.
Mazel Morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast.
God, Craig. I mean, look, first and foremost, okay, if you're not watching on video by now, I've told you, Craig, not only are we on YouTube, okay, we are on Spotify video.
Oh, that's cool.
The Spotify video is unbelievably gorgeous. It's 4K, maybe it's 8K. I don't really know what the K is, but let me tell you, if you're not watching on video, you can't see how handsome Craig looks. Craig looks insane. We are talking bronzed skin. He looks like, what are you, in an ad for Abercrombie? I've never seen anything
Thanks,
like it.
buddy. You guys, man, you make me feel so good every time I come here.
See, this is what we do. We are positivity amongst men. Josh, you want to tell me how good I look?
You look incredible, even though you said you look like Brendan Fraser from his hit movie, The Whale, that he did win an Oscar for.
I do. Look, the zoom camera angle made me want to kill myself. I'm not going to lie.
Though.
I saw it. You guys won't see that angle.
Josh's arms are jacked up there.
Yeah, Josh.
Do you see Josh?
Look at Josh. I mean,
that is such a hot guy move to like try to like compliment one of the plebeians, like one of like the civilian folk. Craig, you are hot, hot, hot. I'm getting boned up just looking at you like this. Wow, sorry, Paige. You crushed it.
You guys know I'm going to send you free books. You don't have to.
No, we're gassing you up. We're gassing you up.
No, I appreciate it, man.
But Craig, it's so great to have you.
Thank you.
We've missed you.
I know.
Last time you were on, you thought that Josh recently lost 300 pounds.
I did. I was so excited to see you skinny.
Even though it was 18, 19 years ago. Like,
yeah, I didn't know Josh was skinny.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize it. And Ben goes, wait a minute, Craig, do you think Josh just got skinny?
That was so funny.
Even though I had watched you in like several movies to that point.
That is so funny. We were talking about that yesterday because there's a new Christopher Nolan movie out.
Okay.
And Josh was in a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. We have The Odyssey. Did you see The Odyssey?
I preferred him in Red Dawn, but
yeah. Well, don't we all? Did you see The Odyssey?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, me neither.
We just did a project in Massachusetts, and there was an actress on it, and I was saying the most absurd thing. I was like, Katrina, I loved you in I would say something crazy. No, sorry, wait. What is the movie? It's one of my favorite movies. Anyway, she's like, I that's not what I get. And finally, like the 5th day of filming, someone was like, hey, I loved you in 30 Rock, Katrina. And she's like, thank you. That's
30 Rock.
That's what I'm usually.
30 Rock. By the way, Josh, Craig's a movie star.
Say more about that. I want to hear.
Oh, Tucker and Dale. That's what I was thinking of. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Do tell.
So finally on the scripted train, and it was everything that I imagined it would be. I had the most fun filming this movie.
Okay, so you said this is what you always dreamed. I didn't even know that. So you always wanted scripted TV, movies, etc.
I mean, it was something that I had imagined, but was never going to chase because I didn't think it was attainable from a kid in like Charleston. You know, we just didn't really have production there. And fortunately, things have continued to snowball, and I get to play the lead in a romantic drama that we're doing. And so I have to have my first makeout scenes on camera.
Wow. Good luck.
Did you ever have to do kissing scenes?
Did you ever have to do kissing scenes? I saw his bare ass. What movie did I see your bare ass in?
Whackness.
That's right. Yeah, that was me and Claudia just cozying up, watching. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, that's Josh's beautiful keister.
That's funny.
That's Josh's keister.
Wait, I'm trying to find that. Wait, hold on. Can I look something up really quick?
Yeah, look it up.
You?
But yeah, Josh, any tips for makeout scenes for Craig?
I mean, listen, it's gonna, God knows he doesn't get any tail in real life, so it's gonna be a stretch. No, Craig, you've been practicing your whole life. And you're going to crush it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. I was reading the script and I was blushing so hard. I was like, oh my God, don't go any further. Don't go any further. And then like her dress hits the floor. And then there was like, and then you pick her up and guide and take her to the bed. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I did get this server in, we were in Lee, Massachusetts. and we were having our wrap. Like it wasn't half the cast had wrapped, but some of us had to stay. And so we're all having drinks, and this guy came up to the table. And he was like, the GM was having a bad night and he was mad at one of the girls. And I said, hey, like, it's okay. You know, like her food didn't come out correctly, but that's fine. He goes, listen, I know you're an actor and everything, but that doesn't mean you get to come in here and tell me. And I go, did he just call me an actor?
Craig.
He was like yelling at me. And I was like, wait, first of all, thank you so much for calling me.
You know what? Have you guys hung out in person or not yet?
Not yet.
The best part about Craig, Josh, and then we're going to stop gassing you up, is he's so authentic, so real, and the way that you're like emitting this giddiness around what you've just achieved is one of my favorite things about you. Like there's so many people that are just like so fake and they wouldn't show that and they wouldn't be excited. I'm as excited as you whenever I have something new, and I'm as excited for you. And I just think more people should be excited, Josh. You know, not enough people are fucking excited. They're all like, ooh, how can I properly prep this for press and get, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, no, just be fucking excited. Talk about good things that are going on in your life.
Play it like cool,
you know,
and down.
Yeah, no, don't.
No,
it's cool.
The first scene I had, and Josh, you've done a million of these projects and you've done a million things, but your success is varied on so many projects.
I appreciate you.
But I was like, I walked in and I like got excited to go to wardrobe and like, I got excited to like do, hair and makeup. And then the first scene of the movie that I filmed was the last scene of the movie. And and everyone else had been filming for 2 days. So I came into it and we had to act like a happy family. And it was just, to me, it was so collaborative and creative. I like absolutely love being on set. And you got like, at the end of when you're done filming, for people that don't know, they say, all right, that's a picture wrap on like so-and-so. And it means it's their last scene. And everyone runs up and hugs them and is clapping. Like, I loved it. Also, you make like friends with people for 3 weeks and then you don't get to see them again. But I was like, it felt like a family.
Oh, God.
It's very like a camp relationship.
Yes.
Like you get really close really quick and then you're like, I'll probably never see you again.
Okay, yeah.
But I'll never forget Lake Wananoku. And Craig, how did you prepare? Did you work with a coach? Did you what was your preparation for these roles?
Yeah, I worked with a coach, and also, I mean, I use the internet a lot. Let's put it that way. I just did. I did a lot of research. Obviously, everyone knows this. I'm not like method acting, right? I'm being cast in roles that people could see me being that guy in their life. Basically, like I play a reformed con man, and I think a lot of people could look at me and be like, yeah, that looks like my friend Joe that like did a couple years in jail and like, but he was always fun to have around.
Yeah.
That's kind of the guy I play. So I memorized my lines first, and I did that by writing them, a lot of them, because that's how I remember things. And then I don't want to take away from the acting coach was basically like, just have like fake conversations and build this backstory out. And I didn't know there was so much backstory. Like I didn't know that so much of my character wasn't in the script. And the director was very keen on that. They're like, okay, so how do you think you guys met? How do you think, and you're like, well, it's not in the script. And she's like, well, no, that's for you guys to come up with. So I didn't really have a method other than just like making sure I showed up prepared. And so that first day when we were doing rehearsals, but just like the audio rehearsals, everyone's running around. There's a 5-year-old on set that's like climbing on my shoulder. She was great. Meadow. I love Meadow. There's like a point I'm holding her upside down because she won't calm down, and I'm talking to the director and there's like a picture of it. But everyone's running around, but they know their lines. And I think everyone looked at me. So for people that don't know, you get these sides, like a mini script that you put in your pocket that day. And I was like, are you supposed to read this or not? And when it became time for my lines, I didn't look at it. And everyone was like, okay, like, he knows how to golf. Like the first hole in golf.
Totally.
You got to get off the first tee.
Yeah.
They're like, he showed up prepared. He seems nice. He wasn't rude. Let's have fun with this. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but
it did. And it sounds like it doesn't, some people might be like, oh, you're minimizing like the craft or whatever the fuck that means. But the truth is that is such a big part of it. If you show up on time, you're kind to everyone and you know your lines, that is such a huge, because everyone immediately goes, okay, our day is not going to be made longer by this dude. And that's huge.
That's the main thing I did right, is what Josh just said. You show up, you're decent to have on set, right? Don't just be nice. Just be a kind person that's fun and be prepared. And like that was half the battle. Because other than that, then just try not to act. That was my main thing, was like, yo, then my assistant Jack was great. Like we were reading in the car on the way to my first like day, and he's like, you're starting to get a little bit like you're trying to act. He's like, just be yourself. And as soon as I was just myself, like the last day of filming, I don't think I said a single thing that was on my script because I was encouraged by my co-star Drew. He was like, let's just have fun today. He's like, if they want us to go safe, we'll do more takes, but let's not start safe. And we just like improv'd like half the shit. And it was awesome.
So when did you start auditioning for this? Like you've had a fucking year.
I have.
Right? Like you've had a crazy year.
We just wrapped season 12 of Southern Charm.
Yes.
Somehow we've been filming for 14 years, which is crazy. We wrote this children's book, which we'll get to. The movie stuff came from Daniel Roebuck took a chance on me, the guy from Cheers and a million other things, and put me in a movie that premiered in Austin Film Fest like 2 years ago. Got an agent with Innovative, and they started to pitch me for things, and I started to interview and audition, and
so it's just one of those things that you've been doing, and it's now sort of coming to fruition.
It's bamboo. It's bamboo. It's been like rooting and rooting and rooting.
Yeah, you throw things at the wall, and this is one that's sticking.
Yeah, and
which
like
is awesome.
The fitness journey. So the micro drama I'm doing, it opens up with me chopping wood with my like shirt off, and I'm like, hey, whatever. This is my chance to like, I better like look the part.
I would see that and go, this isn't for me. I go, it's not in the stars. It's not meant to be. And then I would just start looking for problems because I'd be like, no, it's not about that scene. It's about on page 7. He curses too much or something.
I think it's funny, and I don't know if I'm supposed to admit this, but my director of operations, Madison, who's amazing at Sewing Down South, she goes, oh, you're screwed, Craig. And I was like, what? And she's like, you fall in love after a 6-hour photo shoot when you don't even talk to the people that we're shooting with. Like, oh, like you and the model like touched elbows and like, you know, acted like it was Christmas morning for this shoot and you're in love for like a day or two. She's like, now you're going to go act like you're falling in love with someone. And the actress after 2 weeks is going to be like, all right, great. Peace, Craig. It was nice to know you. And I think it's funny. Like, do you catch feelings for these people or it's just work?
I think it's great if you can, with limits and boundaries, if in your mind you can have a little mini romance with the person you're working with, like, why not? Like,
or was that crazy to just say out loud?
No, I don't know how you would act the part without it. You have to be such an incredible actor to not feel anything but still show those emotions. I would think that you'd need to feel an attraction to someone for me to look at it and say, oh, they have chemistry.
Yeah, making out on its face is like...
But like you can watch an awkward makeout where there's no chemistry. Yeah, I'm not saying that that's you.
Maybe, but I hope to God the actresses don't see this and be like, does this kid think he's coming in to like... And I'm like, no, I just meant it was normal to go through that thought process.
It's totally normal. And I'm sure that they're going to experience the same things. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Mint Mobile. Folks, when we were kids, summer meant freedom. No homework, no teachers, no school. And as adults, summer still means freedom thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale. Right now, all of Mint's plans are $15 a month, even unlimited. So free yourself from big wireless and their gimmicks and gotchas and switch to Mint for high-speed data and coverage on the T-Mobile 5G network. Folks, paying for overpriced wireless isn't it anymore. Mint Mobile service is absolutely premium. And premium at $15 a month. If you're paying more than that, you're a fool. Mint Mobile took what's wrong with wireless and made it right with premium wireless for just $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can even bring your current phone and phone number. Choose from 3, 6, 12-month plans and say bye-bye to a monthly bill. Ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile. It's so easy. Sign up online and get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/goodguys. That's Mint Mobile, MINTMOBILE.com. Guys, cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/goodguys. That's it. There's no catch. Disclaimer, upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com for details. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at the Diamond Crystal Salt Company. Folks, Diamond Crystal kosher salt has been used in professional kitchens and culinary schools for generations. It's the same salt chefs rely on, now available in sizes designed for everyday home cooks like us. Folks, this is the best salt on the market. No question. Its light, flaky texture makes it easier to control how much salt you're actually using. So you can season gradually and evenly, which helps prevent oversalting and makes cooking feel more intuitive. You ever get those big granular pieces of salt and you're trying to salt a steak? Good luck. You're going to end up biting into a piece. Or if you have that really finely ground salt, you can't even see it. You don't know how much you put on. I'm telling you, the Diamond Crystal kosher salt is the move. You can feel it in your hand. You can still measure it. You could use it on avocado toast if you want. I mean, that's very basic though. If you're still doing avocado toast, that's kind of a what are you nuts. But you could use it on avocado toast. You could use it for marinating your meats, on your eggs, whatever you want. Diamond Crystal kosher salt has been made in one place, St. Clair, Michigan, for 140 years. The same incredible craft process developed in 1886 is the same process they use today, which is what makes their company so unique. Folks, if you're looking for a better way to season and prepare everyday meals, you really need to try Diamond Crystal Kosher Salt, a chef-trusted, most importantly, me-trusted, additive-free salt made with light, flaky crystals for easy control. Available online and nationwide at your favorite stores like Target, Kroger, Albertsons, and more. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Granola. Folks, if you're in back-to-back meetings all day, you know the struggle. You're nodding along, contributing, trying to stay present, but in the back of your mind, you're secretly stressed scrolling your memory for what was just said or who is supposed to follow up on what. Meetings are a mess, and Granola thankfully fixes that. I'm telling you, folks, Granola, the AI-powered notepad, is the real deal. It's built for the way real people actually meet. Here's how it works. You take rough notes like you normally would, and in the background, Granola securely transcribes the meeting. Then it turns everything into clean, structured, actually useful notes when the meeting ends. And the best part, Granola works through your device's audio, which means it integrates seamlessly into the video conferencing tools you already use. No setup, no awkward bots, none of that. It's just your normal meeting with superpowers. You get to actually listen instead of frantically typing every word and still walk away knowing exactly what was decided, who's doing what, and what comes next. I mean, for somebody who's so scatterbrained like me, I remember things from literally 25 years ago, but I don't remember anything from yesterday. Okay, I'm telling you, Granola is it. You're going to love it. It's going to change the way that you do meetings. If meetings are eating up your day, Granola is a no-brainer. You can try it totally free for 3 months. Just head to granola.ai/goodguys. That's Granola, GRANOLA.ai/goodguys to get your time back. Get 3 months free at granola.ai/goodguys. Patchwork, Craig Conover. Why did you write a children's book?
It's been my main goal since signing my contract for Southern Charm. I remember thinking, like, I hope that they have TVs in jails in Delaware so that, like, the bullies from growing up would see that I finally made it. And I realized that, like, bullying really does shape. It stays with you, like, forever. And I was bullied pretty bad growing up. And I was fortunate that I never thought it was a me problem. Like, I always felt empathy for the bullies, which was a weird place to be as a kid, but I knew that they were just doing what their dad was doing to them when they got home.
Yeah.
Or their mom.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to find a way to reach kids and tell them, like, all of the stuff that they're making fun of you for now is what ends up making you great later on in life. Like, your weirdness, your uniqueness is what makes you cool later on.
Yeah.
Just survive those few years. And so this was my way to do it. And we wrote it for ages 4 to 8. So it's almost, we're trying to teach self-validation. So it's about having uncommon hobbies and the stress that comes along with people that don't have hobbies bullying you, basically. And then there's an event at the end of the book where little Craig kind of saves the day and unknowingly displays one of his hobbies. The big, basically, caveat that I had was they're not going to become friends at the end of the book because that doesn't happen.
Sure.
The bullies do not become friends with the kids they're bullying. They also don't apologize till maybe they're like 30 years old. Yeah. This book is not for the bully. It's not to say, like, oh, maybe they're going through something. Of course they're going through something. They're being a jerk to kids.
Yeah.
This is for the kid that's getting bullied and doesn't know why. So
got it. I love that.
Yeah, it was a really great project. We brought in the lead expert on quantitative research of bullying, co-wrote it with me, and we're hoping to get in libraries and schools around the country.
I love that. I love that. All right, 4 to 8. So Max needs a copy.
Yeah, I don't know if Max has been bullied yet, but I sure was.
I know for sure Josh and I were bullied for being fat as hell. Like, Josh hasn't even told me that, but I was bullied for, like, you look at a fat guy and you're like, I want to make fun of you. I want to make fun of you. And by the way, even my best friends would bully me.
Well, and back then there weren't as many heavyset people as there are today. Remember,
You think?
I think when we grew up, there was only
Were there less fat people?
kids.
I just think in general, there was just less acceptance of it. And it was just not, I can't tell you how many friends of my mother who were inappropriate, who would just look at me and be like, you have to stop eating, Josh. And I would be like, I'm 9.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm like, you're just my mom's friend. Like, I don't even know you, Florence.
You're just Rick.
Yeah, shut up, Jared.
You're just Rick.
Yeah, like stop telling me I should go to fat camp in the Poconos.
Yeah.
Like, and they all had an opinion. It was crazy.
It's a self-validation kind of book, and it was unexpected when I kind of got the idea, but we did it. So every pre-ordered book comes signed. So if you order it before October, you'll get a signed book. And
where can they get it?
Any seller of books.
Any seller of books.
Yep.
Patchwork by Craig Conover. It's great. It's a great message.
I feel like this has been a lot about me, and I feel slightly that I'm taking advantage of your time.
That's what this is. What do you mean you're taking advantage of our time?
Well, you're
on
so
a podcast.
nice to me. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah,
this is
that's
great.
what happens when you come on a good show.
I just got done filming 12 weeks of reality TV. This is bizarre to me.
I understand.
I'm not asking, I'm asking for the after, not the details during. And we can totally not talk about this if you don't want to. But since we spoke last, you went through like the super public breakup, obviously, because you guys were both on reality TV together. That's how you met. And then it finished also in the public eye. So like, what was that like in the aftermath? Like, it's such a unique experience that only you and maybe a few other people have ever had.
Yeah, Jessica and Nick, back in the day. Remember?
Yes.
Nick Lachey, shout out.
I remember where I was when
TikTok.
I found out. I was like, love definitely doesn't it? I had just seen Titanic for the first time, and she like threw him off the door. I think it was a very interesting illustration of a subculture of, our generation right now, and people that watch television that I've been on for so long. I think there's this term has been thrown out a lot negatively, but there truly is this parasocial relationship that the networks have figured out how to make. Like, I was just in Nantucket, right? And I was with some people that are friends with, say, name a famous actor. I can't say
Brad Pitt.
Okay, we'll say Brad Pitt because it wasn't him. So they were like, we're at a nice restaurant in Nantucket, or we're walking around the streets, and like everyone's coming up and saying hi, and it's great. Like, and not everyone, but like a lot of people.
Sure.
And this lady was just like, I'm friends with Brad Pitt, and no one ever comes up to him. And I was like, well, yeah, they don't feel like he's accessible, right? They don't have this like personal connection with him. He's also Brad Pitt. But it got us to talking that like, because we share so much of our lives, and the fourth wall is so strong, you feel like you're a part of us.
Yeah.
And so you feel connected. And so when a breakup that public happens, when people felt so strongly about both of us and so close to both of us, it had an interesting effect, or a ripple effect, through kind of the society that we were used to. All that to be said, it was weird and tough, and one of those things where you're like, this is happening for a reason. It's going to be tough.
Totally.
It's going to be a tough chapter, and you're going to be constantly reminded, but there's no hiding from it. And so I think it was like almost the purest example of like, you're either digging yourself out of this like emotional hole, or you're going to be stuck there, because no one's forgetting this, and it's documented. So
did people immediately pick sides?
I guess all I can say is that like, it was an interesting study in like human behavior and social science, and I think what people wanted to connect with more, you saw a lot of people relating to one of the two of us, and then through that trying to place their own experiences and almost get validation through that. I think, like, oh, if Craig handled it this way, maybe it made maybe I wasn't so crazy, you know, or if she handled it a certain way. So there was definitely this attachment that we dealt with, I would say.
Obviously, after time passes and you want to get back in the dating pool, is there nerves or pressure because you worry that maybe there's a picture of you out on a date and everyone knows that you went through this breakup? Like, you kind of don't get the next step privately either.
The breakup itself is like, it's really, I like to talk about it in like a positive way because it was such a crazy, awesome chapter where I think it was a beautiful illustration of people leveling up. Like for 3 years, me and the person that I was dating like achieved more in our own lives than we ever have. And it got me to this level where I was sitting there talking to you guys. I was like, oh, I completely changed my relationship with alcohol. Like if I have a spritz with you tonight, it's because we're celebrating or it's for fun. I'm not here just drinking them.
It's not negative.
You're not
It's
living
positive.
to drink anymore. You're just celebrating that.
100%.
And then my career took off and now I get to do movies, which I don't know if that would have ever, you know, like happened. And so it all happens for a reason. I think what was weird about having a public breakup is people try to capitalize off that. So I think that was the most unexpected thing is we had a lot of people in our lives make it about them, which you now see on our network a lot. You know, anytime there's like a scandal or something, oh man, there's some value to be had by jumping in.
I mean, I'm so happy you guys didn't do this because you're real people. But like, and Josh, I know that you don't watch Summer House, but like Amanda and what's his name, West, there was just like that very public breakup, Kyle and Amanda, and
beyond public.
And Amanda and West like went and did like an ad. Right? There was like an ad.
I don't know. I'm going to let you talk.
No, there was.
But it shows you how many people.
No, I don't know if it was like Uber Eats or like, not to throw Uber into this, but like they did like a public ad that was like making fun of the fact of the storyline.
Right.
But it's like, this is your real fucking life. Like,
yeah, it shows you how many people actually watch, which is crazy. I mean, the amount of companies, like corporate companies that get involved in Bravo scandals now is crazy.
Everyone watches.
Yeah, I think that's what you start to figure out.
Everyone.
But then the dating thing, like, that's an interesting thing because, you know, people are always like, oh, you're going to date like a normie. Or you're going to date someone that's not on TV. Or are you going to date someone that's on TV? And it's not something you like just pick. I'm never worried about the past relationship coming up. I had a really good experience earlier this year where, you know, I was talking to a girl for a little while and she was like, so what did you do? And I was like, I just told her like my side of like how I came out of it and healed and stuff. And she's like, that's awesome. Like you just kind of, you move on with your life. Everyone has breakups and chapters.
I was going to say, knowing you, the way that you healed was being busy.
Yes.
If you weren't busy, you weren't working on all these projects that you were working on, I think you would have spiraled and you would have had a very, very difficult time.
Yeah, I would have just been sad all the time.
But you stayed very, very, very busy.
Well, it gives you perspectives, you know, when you stay busy.
Yeah.
And someone always, and there was so much to be grateful for. And fortunately, you come out on the other side.
Has it even been a year?
Yeah, it's almost 2 years.
Oh, it has. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, time flies.
But it's interesting.
Yeah,
no one talks about, what was it, 6 months ago?
No one talks about this except Josh and Ben, actually. You're like,
that's because that's because we have kids and our timelines are completely fucked.
You're watching on like Hey You's like streaming 2 years later.
I hate to break it to you, Craig. People want to hear it.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Little Spoon. Folks, anyone who's a parent knows feeding decisions aren't a one-time thing. You make them again and again, stage after stage. And too often the options out there just aren't it. Whether you're feeding a baby, a toddler, or a big kid, they just don't meet the standards you want for your child. Parents are constantly asked to compromise on ingredients, nutrition, transparency, even safety. What are they, nuts? And it really makes you wonder, why does it feel like there are more high-quality food options for dogs than there are for kids? No shade on the dogs, it's just the truth. And on top of everything else parents are juggling, that constant uncertainty is exhausting. And simply put, families deserve better. That's why I highly recommend Little Spoon. It doesn't matter what stage of life your kid is in, whether it's the baby stage, the toddler stage, the big kid stage, they have it all. Let's talk baby stage. Okay, Little Spoon supports babies from the very first feed with baby cereal and baby blends when solids begins. First bites, first spoons, all of it. Maybe the toddler stage, when kids enter the toddler phase, there's no need to start from scratch because there's biteables. Okay, all baby and toddler recipes are tested for 500 plus contaminants, including heavy metals. And then, folks, the big kids stage. As the appetites grow, so do the opinions, so does Little Spoon. And I'm telling you, there's snacks. Sometimes I sneak some away from I was going to say my cousins. Sometimes I sneak some away from my nieces and nephews. They'll never know the difference. Sure, they're hungry, but at least I'm fed. Feeding the kids doesn't have to be complicated. Little Spoon makes it easy with real nutritionally balanced meals and snacks designed for every stage. It shows up ready to go, takes the pressure off, and somehow still gets devoured. Veggies and all. No artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners either. And you know what? That's a win I'll take every time. Get 30% off your first online order at Littlespoon, LITTLESPOON.com/goodguys with code goodguys. That's littlespoon.com/goodguys with code goodguys for 30% off your first order. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Nutrafol. Folks, there's something about summer that gets you out of your routine in a good way. We're talking more travel, more beach, more sun, more fun, more time outside, more spontaneous plans. I'm incredibly spontaneous. Don't listen to my wife. The last thing I want is to spend that time stressing about my hair. Also, other people stressing about my hair. Okay? My hair, it is what it is. Okay? It's better when I take Nutrafol. Okay? It's also better when you shut your mouth about it. Okay? I know about my hair. I don't need you telling me about my hair. But let me tell you, when you take Nutrafol, you just have a more confident day. At least I do. And folks, Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. I love my dermatologists. Do you? Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Nutrafol offers multiple formulas for men and women tailored to different life stages, like postpartum or menopause, and lifestyle factors such as plant-based diets, keto season, so you get the support that's actually right for you. Folks, let your hair become one less thing taking up space in your head and see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code GoodGuys10. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code GoodGuys10.
This episode is brought to you by Starbucks.
Josh, I know I say this all the time. I'm fair weather Sally. I know. And by the way, I just made that up, fair weather Sally.
I like that.
But this, Josh, this is the drink of the summer. It's my new favorite drink. It's the blended pink energy drink from Starbucks. And let me tell you, it is refreshing. It is creamy. It is delicious. It's everything you need.
It's so funny you bring up the Starbucks blended pink energy drink, what I'm enjoying right now. Watch for the sip.
Oh.
Is this ASMR? Did you hear the after? I didn't put that on at all. And I've gone to 15 years of acting class. You'd think I'd be further in my career. I digress. But this is so fruity. It's so refreshing. And you know what else is great? It's got a little boost of energy for on-the-go dads like us. Or if you're just on the go.
We could always use a little boost of energy. And let me tell you, with flavors of sweet strawberry and acai, I like my pronunciation, then none of that acai crap. Acai are blended with real pieces of strawberry, coconut milk, and ice. Josh, even your vegan wife can enjoy this.
I love everything about this. And it's giving summer. I feel like I'm not in a podcast studio right now. I feel like I'm at a pool. I just put in an order. You ready for the order? I ordered a Caesar salad with grilled shrimp and a side of fries because I deserve it.
Oh my God. And don't forget your blended pink energy drink from Starbucks, folks. If you're looking to switch up your order, this blended pink energy drink is it. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. It's a 10 out of 10.
Order it on the app. The Starbucks blended pink energy drink. It's the drink of the summer.
I haven't had a chance to ask you, and I'm going to ask you now. So you and Kyle are friends?
You
didn't tell me. We're friends with Kyle.
Yeah, I forgot to call you.
I thought we hated him.
Is Kyle the fuck with the drink company?
Lover boy.
Yeah. He's the one who was mean to both of us, and then all of a sudden, I see him and Craig buddies, and I didn't even. I don't know what happened. So we're friends with Kyle.
My little sister. I have like a quasi little sister in the city, and I took him to Shay last night, and this came up and she was sitting next to me and she was not happy. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like Oh, well, I'll tell you the story. And she's like, I don't forgive people that were like ever mean to you. So she had the similar response. Now we didn't get too deep into like, it was a first rectifying thing. But what I saw is a perfect example of all of the TikToks that you see about forgiving people and shit. And I'm on this like motivational side of TikTok. And I didn't realize that I only related forgiving people to those that I thought deserved forgiveness. And Kyle was the first person who was a huge challenge to me, who I never thought I'd speak to again, because I thought there were things that happened that were unforgivable. And so the next day he came to my store like during a pillow party and took pictures with the fans, and like the joy that it brought the fans to see me and him not hate each other. For some reason just triggered something in my head that I was like, wow, it didn't cost anything. I feel lighter. And I know that's not fair to everyone else in my life, but I was like, I feel lighter. You could instantly see the reaction of people that support us. And it's one of those things like, let's hope nothing happens further. But at this point, life's too short. No one ever plans on getting in a car accident. Let's just, live, coexist.
All right.
So anyway, it happened. And he's the first person that now I think about forgiving other people.
So you and him are good.
We're good.
Okay. Me and him are not good.
That's fine.
Yeah. He never,
Tell the people what happened, Ben.
I'm just owed like a huge apology.
Well,
and I do think that one step, not to like insert myself into your drama with him. I think a really big thing that happened was that he went on Watch What Happens Live with Andy and just lied about me. Lied, like said that the owner of Spritz Society. He said that I took him to dinner, stole his trade secrets, that I was a bad guy, and anybody that knows me knows that I am like the polar opposite of that. Like, not only do I not, first of all, there's no trade secrets to steal. Second of all, I have the receipts from dinner where like we had a beautiful dinner. We split the bill. Nobody took anybody to anything. And did I work with you? Yeah, because we're friends and it made sense. But I never said anything to him. The last text that I have to him was, hey, do you want to have Spritz Society Loverboy parties? You want to collab?
Yeah.
And I'll never fucking do that ever because my audience is so much more valuable.
Never say never. No, Justin Bieber, shout out. Never say never.
No, I mean, he should want, like, I'm owed an apology.
Well,
that's all I'll say.
Like when, like, this is how, like, if you get wronged by someone, they should take, like, my friend Delaney last night was like, she was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, guys, it's working for my journey. Like it was a personal decision. She goes, cool, well, I'm not okay with it.
But you know what, Craig, I will say this, and I heard this recently, and Ben, maybe this will be an opportunity for you down the road.
Tell me, bub.
You know what it's called when you're kind to someone who doesn't deserve it?
What?
Mercy.
Put that on a t-shirt.
You're welcome.
We got it.
What else?
It's yeah, let's start
this is
up all
good.
the
I
Bravo
love it.
beefs
I love
again.
No, by the way, this is great. I think I feel.
Who else? I got DM'd by Jax Taylor the other day. I don't know why. I think he thinks I'm someone else. For real, you want to see?
Yeah,
put it up on the screen.
He thinks I'm someone else.
For real. I was like, why are you texting me? He's like, hey man, what's going on? I'm like, nothing much, Jax Taylor. What are you up to, dog?
Have you ever met?
He didn't. Yeah, of course we've met. Like, I'm dear friends with Kristen, but like, he just DM'd me. I was like, what?
That's so funny.
What do you think? He wants to come on the pod?
Yeah, maybe. Him and Dennis Rodman. We need Rodman.
But the show's called Good Guys.
You haven't read your Dennis Rodman DMs in too long, and I think Craig would appreciate them.
You guys DM each other?
Dennis Rodman and I had a relationship for a couple months. Yeah.
Can you please read just a couple for the new morons? Please read a couple of the messages between you and Dennis Rodman, and I think Craig will get a kick out of it too.
Yeah, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I didn't expect to talk about my years long Bravo beef.
By the way, we're airing. It's good. This is the last step in forgiveness. We had to talk about it.
That's true. I'm glad. See, this is what producers don't realize is like, there's something that happens this season that I kept a secret to tell. Like, you can't talk about things on camera, off camera, or you shouldn't. And that used to be a strict rule. And me and Madison have a scene this year, and then I want to hear the text. And there's a big thing that happens this year. And her and I had like traveled together for something. And when I was about to tell her on camera, I'd been waiting days to tell her this. One of the showrunners accused me. He's like, I know you already told her, so let's just get this over with. And I was like, motherfucker. I was like, you think I fucking told her off camera? Anyway, same reason I didn't talk to you about Kyle off camera. We saved it for this.
You saved it. Beautiful. I was like, what the hell is that? All right, Dennis Rodman.
I want to hear about Rodman.
Okay, so here's the first funny part. Dennis Rodman follows 154 people. I'm one of them, and I don't follow him back. Okay, so first got to make that right. He originally had hit me up with just an alien face, and I wrote,
no way.
Hey. And he uses a lot of punctuation. So it was I period, want period, you period, on period, my period, podcast period, black thumbs up. I said, I'll do yours if you do mine. Love to. Thanks for thinking of me. And he wrote, Ken period, you period, B period, on period, next period, week. And I said, love to. Where's the studio? And then his producer, Dave, got on the DMs. But, I mean, we did the pod. It never got released. And
no way.
No,
Dude,
it's the punctuation that gets me every time.
And then when I finished, after I did it, he wrote, thank period, you period, fork period, coming period, on period, heart period. And I wrote,
what happened when you went on? Was he like, yo, what's up, Josh? Like,
okay, so we've talked about this, but basically this is what happened. I went on his podcast and it was kind of like a podcast Jerry Springer. So he brings on this couple where the wife is a pro dominatrix. And her husband is kind of like this super submissive type.
Yeah.
And basically what was revealed on the pod is that she wanted to feminize her husband, but he had no interest in taking hormones or whatever. So at night she was rubbing his feet with estrogen body cream that could be absorbed.
And you're just a guest on this podcast.
Yeah. She's like secretly transitioning him. And I was like,
wonder why this never aired.
And Dennis is like, what you think about that, Josh? And I was like,
that's
I think
assault,
it's a crime,
brother.
Dennis.
Yeah, that's assault. It's assault, bro.
Yeah, it's a crime, brother.
So good.
And he's like, let's not jump to conclusions. And I was like, okay, Dennis Rodman, but like, I'm pretty sure in all 50 states, that's a crime.
Did you guys just have the most fun week during the championship?
It was the greatest. Besides, I have to caveat, besides the birth of my son, besides my wife, Mary, it was the greatest week of my life. Claudia and I went to Game 4.
I saw
which
that.
was when OG
awesome.
tipped. I was
one of the craziest endings ever.
I was eating sushi in the middle of the second quarter. We were down 29, and I was ready to kill myself. And then all of a sudden,
you're eating sushi. It's basketball game.
But it's Tao. My God, the Tao, the Tao hospitality at MSG. You have no idea. Unbelievable sushi. Nice. Unbelievable. I wouldn't have sushi at a 76ers game.
Right.
But at MSG, they know what they're doing. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting next to this annoying kid. Every time they score, he's like, why not us? Why not us? And I'm like, you know what? Why fucking not us? And then we cut it to 16. And then we cut it to 10. And we're like, if we can just get within. And it's just like, oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, we have so much momentum. Oh my God, we just won the championship. Like, I didn't even care what happened after that. We won the championship that night. Like, Game 4, it was supposed to be 2-2, going back to San Antonio. We were going to lose. And we came back from 29 points, and it was, I can say that I was at the greatest sporting event in the history of the NBA. That's a fact.
It's such a New Yorker.
Fact.
Such a New Yorker. I love it. But my partners are all, so at the bar, we have a couple places in Charleston.
Yeah.
And By the Way is our main one. And
shout out Keith.
And we shout out Keith, Kara, everyone, Brian. They all come from the bars up here, like 13th Step, Off the Wagon, Down the Hatch. And
geez, are these all titles making fun of AA?
Oh, wait.
The fuck?
That's actually a great call.
Yeah, 13th Step, Down the Hatch, Off the Wagon, 3 sheets.
Well,
oh my God, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, and so we basically were a New York bar for that entire time, and it was really fun. And weirdly, me and New York girls just hit it off. So like For a week, I wasn't in New York
nuts.
meeting girls. I was.
It's crazy. It's crazy. New York girls have eyes. It's so nuts.
Oh,
Oh my
that was
God.
fun. I like our New York brethren and sister, and I don't know what's the female version of brethren?
Sisterin? What's
Sisterhood.
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 I'm thinking about getting a place. I'm this close to getting a place here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I've literally met with my bankers yesterday
Why?
to figure out. I just love it, man.
Okay. I'm happy that you love it.
And my hotel bills equal rent
Well,
because I'm here every other week.
If it makes sense financially, then absolutely you should do it. No question.
Oh, well, yeah. It's not a vanity thing. It's that, like, look, me and my assistant are here every other week, basically.
So then it makes sense to have a place here. No
and
question.
then you can keep your clothes, and it's just fun. And, like, I'm living a very different life in the city than I did prior. I think the city just looks differently when you're in a relationship and when you're single.
It's so funny. I look at this fucking city, which is a perfect transition into our What Are You Nuts moment of the week, which is our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and tall, whatever, sticking in your craw. I fucking hate this place. I came here. I've been in the Hamptons for the last month. I want to tell you, I'm driving down Lexington Avenue. It's become one lane. There's a bus lane to the right. If I go in the right lane, they're going to give me a $250 ticket via the mail. I had $2,500 in bus lane tickets, Craig, in the months of May and June. They upped it from $50 to $250. If you just go in,
you get
just
pulled
for a
over?
second. No. It's camera tickets, $250 a pop at camera tickets. And I know you like to drive. You're going to be here. You're going to be driving. You're going to pay more in
I'm
tickets
not even going to
rent.
know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah.
You have no idea. You're not pulled over. They take a picture and they send it to you.
How's that legal?
We live this place. This city is a nightmare. A nightmare. Yes, beautiful. Go out, have some nice
But
drinks,
you told
whatever.
me the basketball game you took me to that you would never, ever, ever leave. And then you started to spend time in Florida.
Yes.
And now you're out in the Hamptons. And what you could see is, like, it's a cool place to go back and forth from.
Agreed. Without a car. The thing is, I love driving so much.
I do too.
And I can't have a car here. And that doesn't work for me. Like, I need to be in my car. I need the control to go somewhere.
Yeah.
The freedom to just get out in the open road. But no, you're right. Look, right now I'm down on New York. My What Are You Nuts moment is with the city. Maybe
That's
that
a
will
big
change over time. It is. It's stressing me out right now.
I mean, Kyle lives here. You're getting tickets all over the place.
Fucking Kyle. No, it's fine. Me and him, we're gonna have he's gonna apologize.
It's gonna work out.
You're gonna make it happen.
Josh, do you drive?
Does he drive?
I do. Yeah. I mean, I live in LA.
Child star actors. You never know.
No, Josh is.
I'm 40. My What Are You Nuts moment of the week is this weekend I had my kids, we live by my kids' school, and so on the weekends they keep the school grounds open, and so you can like go play on the playground, and there's a big field and it's really nice. And the one caveat is, and what they say is, this is not a field for you to run your dogs on, because this is where the kids play 5 days a week, right? So even if your dog just pisses, even if you're the most conscientious and you pick up their poop, it's gross. Kids play in this field, but whatever. So I'm there with my kids and someone's got their dogs off leash, mind you. And I'm like, it's not allowed, but I'm not going to say anything. They're in the field. Then at this point, they let the dogs run into the playground where my kid is. And boy, is he scared. He don't like it. My 3-year-old Shy, he's scared of dogs. So he's freaking out. And I said it once, and then I had to just say to the lady again, I was like, ma'am, put your dogs on a leash. You can't do this. It's wrong. And she goes, you're talking to me very strongly. And I was like, you are asking for a strong reaction right now. What are you, nuts? Don't put your dogs in the playground without a leash. It's crazy. No?
One of the craziest things of all time, I need to ask, what did this woman look like?
Total Karen. Just everything you could imagine.
I have a really, really big issue with someone's behavior deserving a response and people skip by the original behavior. Like, that behavior is inherently terribly wrong.
People
and that reaction
that.
She's justified in that. Like, she should have felt appreciative that your reaction was only that. She put the safety of your child in harm's way. Back in the day, that would have literally elicited a much crazier reaction.
Yeah.
You can't have off the leash dogs.
You didn't touch the
kids.
dogs. You didn't. Yeah, like you having an off leash dog that you can't control, that isn't next to you, like next to any kids, is crazy. I think having an off leash dog is crazy if it's not disciplined.
No, it's crazy in general. You walk into Central Park, another gripe, before 9 o'clock in the morning, it's off leash dogs. And by the way, there's no gate in front of the entrance or exits. I don't know how many dogs just like bolt, run into the street and get hit by buses every year. I'm sure it's a lot.
Dog parks stress me out.
These aren't dog parks. I wish it was a dog park. This is the park.
Well, that's anything like that. And you can't control other people's like.
And you see these idiots walking around with something to prove that their dog is off leash and they're trained. It's like, put your dog on a leash. It's Manhattan.
The buses are scary because cars can stop. If you're lucky that they're not looking at their phone.
100%.
I got stopped in New York the other day.
You got to give us, we got to hear your what do you nuts?
I know, I'm trying to think of one. I had a lot of flying ones the last couple of days. Traveling was...
well, you told me one. I mean, the fact that you just got in the best shape of your life for something that was happening next week that got pushed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. The project I'm on... I basically have been doing 2-a-days and measuring my food. I weigh my food. I bought a scale. I look like a drug dealer in Charleston now. I have a scale on my counter, and it's for weighing my chicken and rice. But yeah, I was clean cutting, which I was trying to put on muscle while cutting body fat. And I thought I only had to do it till July 23rd. And now they said, oh, the director has an issue or whatever. So September 1st. So now I've got 4 more weeks of
that's a what are you nuts? That's like...
It's making me, it feels like it's for something. But, you know, sometimes I ask myself, should I be out doing other things? But it is what it is.
No, it's work.
Yeah, it's work.
It's work.
And getting paid to do movies. It's kind of fun.
No, it's the life. All right. Patchwork. You can get it wherever they sell books. Craig's a movie star. He's so unbelievably handsome. He buried the hatchet with Kyle. Kyle's going to bury the hatchet with me. Folks, this episode's 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on Spotify, whether it's 4K, 8K, 12K, I don't know. But I'm just telling you, it looks fantastic. You got to watch it. Also on YouTube. And Craig, I don't know if you know this, but we have new episodes every Monday and Thursday. And folks, we will see you next time.
Love you, Craig.
You too, Josh. I want to see you next time.